long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
So, y'all remember last January, a year ago, that there was an HR thing at Lucasfilm talking about several employees from the story group that were going to be let go. Well, that didn't really happen, and we think a lot of people just bent their knees, but apparently something is going on. Matt Martin was one of those guys who was listed as a story group member that would be laid off. Very belligerently protects the sequel trilogy and treats the fans like shit. And it now appears, since 3 days ago, when he posted this, that he's going to be inactive, quote unquote, on the X platform. Pablo Hidalgo. Cameron likes to say he's my nemesis. Pablo's caused a lot of trouble for everybody. Now, he posted this 3 days ago. Okay. He's going to be at Blue Skies. If you're on Blue Skies, you can see what he's saying. He basically saying the same shit he says on X. But it's something to keep tabs on, okay? So he was also vigilantly protecting the sequel trilogy, attacking fans, calling fans that were upset about what they did to Luke and Han, man babies, etc. And the thing about it is, when you start looking at these guys, Matt Martin and Pablo, they're the ones with the Arrested Development. Okay. They're the ones that posted evil memes. They're the ones that acted unprofessionally. Okay. People have a right to criticize. All right. I mean, look, this account Pablo has on X is protected, yet he still blocked me from seeing it. Okay. So what else could be going on? Well, are they talking to Gina Carano to bring her back for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie? You know, are these guys unable or unwilling to give John support he needs? Are they getting ready to be fired? Okay, now I'm going to say this. Jon Favreau is smart enough to know that even if someone like Pablo Hidalgo or any of these people, Ashley Sharp, Rain Roberts, any of these people say, yes, I will support you, that doesn't mean anything. The reason why it doesn't mean anything is because their actions will tell him what they're really doing. Okay, which is why I think a lot of people, despite saying, yes, we will support you, will probably be gone. Because it's a matter of trust. And Jon Favreau's been in the business long enough to understand that if you can't trust these people, you can't trust them, even if they say something, because words are meaningless. Words are meaningless. Okay, so what I think is going on is it's the Lucasfilm rumor mill that Kennedy's about ready to make her goodbye statement. Okay, they are getting ready to ditch the sequel trilogy. Okay, this is the only reason why these guys were even there, is to shove garbage down our throats. And they knew it. Okay, so now you've got, Kennedy basically nowhere in sight at Lucasfilm. Is being basically run right now by Jon Favreau, and changes are happening. They're still happening despite the five horsemen not being there to oversee everything. And that's just the way it is. And these guys, it looks to me, are trying to figure out if they stay and fight or they leave. Okay. You don't make a dramatic statement on X for no reason. Okay. And it's not because they hate Elon Musk. And they all do, because he actually earned the billions of dollars he has. And they think it's awful that he gets to keep a lot of his money. Okay. This is how fucking stupid they are. But let's talk about this further.
For 10 long weeks, the Star Wars company labored on the suburban London sound stages, bringing to life a film that had begun as an idea with George Lucas 3 years before.
I have a very good reason to believe now that Kathleen Kennedy is going to be making an announcement. First off, I do think that she realized that Iger was going to pull the plug and pull the pin on those emails. Who else is on those emails? Are Matt Martin and Pablo Hidalgo? All right, think about what could be in them. All right? It's very interesting to me looking at this and looking at her, thinking she has to have realized they weren't kidding, that they were going to humiliate her even more than Steven Spielberg did. Now, if you're Pablo Hidalgo, you probably are politically aware enough to understand what Spielberg did to Kennedy. He dropped a nuclear bomb of humiliation on her by completely ignoring her. Okay, that's a BFD. Okay, that is a BFD. Undeniable that too. Okay, so what else is going on? All right, I think it's out there now, just among the office workers. There's no paper floating around that Kennedy's ready to call it quits, or they feel like she's about ready to call it quits. And these guys know that the moment she's gone, X is going to be the Wild West for them, because they will get jumped on and beaten on and assaulted, okay? Bob Iger doesn't care. Bob Iger wants to save his job and wants to fix what was broken at Disney that he was responsible for. And that's the bottom line. That's what's going on here. So, what other employees are doing this dramatic bullshit? Rain Roberts left X when it was Twitter years ago. Okay. Really, Matt Martin and Pablo were the only ones left that had a presence on X, on Twitter. Because back in 2018, they basically were told, stop abusing the fans. Stop bullying fans. Okay. This is what happens. Pablo is a cry bully. We've always known that. Matt Martin is a cry bully. Okay. They can't deal with this. This is why they're being all dramatic, saying, woe is me, I'm a victim, blah, blah, blah. All right. It would be very interesting. I've got a friend who's kind of close to one of the writers for the High Republic. And basically, they've got like an intervention thing with Pablo because apparently he's been losing his mind lately. Why? The free trail ride is done. You no longer get to treat people like shit. That's why. And this behavior, these actions that they're bringing, are what you look for. Okay, you guys know how I do things. I look at people's behavior online. I look at the fact that we get stuff from Sparrow and we see things happening with Kennedy changing the price of the house again. We see this behavior from people who were on that HR list to get canned from the story group. You know, what I think maybe also, the High Republic is probably getting discontinued. Just my guess. It's not making any money. Go look at bookscan.com. It's unbelievable how little money it's making. But I want to give you guys an up-to-date heads up thing because this has been a big week. I don't know why for Star Wars news, but everything happened like boom, boom, boom. And now we've got Pablo curled up in the fetal position crying like a little bitch. Now, his wife hasn't said anything. Okay, and if you're on Blue Skies, they're there too. So if you want to see what's going on, go ahead and look. All right, gotta rock. This is Steph signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.